Congratulations, you have a thyroid metabolic type. This metabolic type generally has an overactive thyroid gland, hence the name, and has a fast oxidative dominant system. Thyroid metabolic types are usually fine boned and graceful and have a good balance of weight above and below the waist. They also tend to gain weight in either the chest or thighs. They may have a spare tire around their waist, wide hips, and heavy upper thighs. An overweight thyroid metabolic type never looks like a fat person, but rather like a slim person who has unaccountably become fat. Thyroid metabolic type have the most unstable energy levels of all the different metabolic types. They tend to have energy spikes throughout the day, followed by feeling drained, which can make you sleepy, nervous, or irritable. Basically, the metabolic strategy plan for a thyroid metabolic type involves cutting out foods that overstimulate the thyroid gland. You will probably found a large part of your diet consisted of one or more of the following foods: caffeine, caffeinated sodas, coffee and tea; refined carbohydrates such as pastas, sugars, white flour, white rice, and other refined grains; and fruit. You may have tried to eat a healthy diet in the past that consisted of whole grains like brown rice, whole wheat, rye bread, millet, quinoa, and couscous and found that you still gain weight. These foods can lead to an imbalance in the system of the thyroid metabolic type. In order to reset your thyroid metabolism, you need to cut out all the sugar, caffeine, and refined carbohydrates for at least 21 days. Once your system is balanced, you can reintroduce moderate amounts of these foods in the forms of bananas, apples, avocados, blueberries, starches like potatoes, sweet potatoes, oatmeal, and one or two sugary desserts or coffee drinks per week. Thyroid metabolic types need an adequate amount of protein, more than any of the other metabolic types. This is a high protein diet, but rather a low fat diet that involves a significant amount of protein, some complex carbohydrates, and plenty of fresh and or cooked vegetables. Many thyroid metabolic type has habits of eating only toast and coffee or oatmeal for breakfast. By eating protein for breakfast, you will bring about a striking transformation in your metabolic type. Now, you can start the day with a cup of decaf coffee or tea. It will reduce your cravings for sugar and caffeine and help you maintain more even moods and energy level, and this will strengthen and soothe your metabolism. If you are addicted to caffeine and find the withdrawal too unpleasant, cut down gradually, reducing it by a cup a day until you're completely off caffeine. As a thyroid metabolic type, you must eat foods that build up your adrenals, which will counterbalance the overstimulated and exhausted thyroid gland. The best way to do this is by eating eggs. Eggs supply a useful form of cholesterol that is used in the manufacture of adrenal hormones. Try to start each day with 2 eggs, preferably organic, free-range eggs. This will give the adrenals needed support and resets your metabolism. If you're concerned about cholesterol levels, since there is so much controversy about eggs and cholesterol, the latest finding in that cholesterol in the diet has very little effect on blood cholesterol levels, particularly in a thyroid metabolic type. Your triglycerides are most likely resulting from having too many refined carbohydrates. However, it is always a good idea to consult a physician and follow his or her advice. If you're advised to restrict egg intake, substitute 4 ounces of white poultry for each 2 egg servings. But if you can, please try the eggs, whites, and yolks together. For lunch and dinner, you need to consume plenty of poultry and fish and some red meat and lots of vegetables. Light animal proteins are nourishing to the adrenals, but don't overstimulate them as a result of eating too much red meat. You're allowed to eat small portions of red meat 2 to 3 times a week. Eat an abundance of vegetables, either cooked or raw as in salad. However, some thyroid metabolic type find that salads makes them feel cold, and they can probably not break down and assimilate the raw vegetables, as too much insoluble fiber can actually cause leaky gut syndrome. So I recommend you eat your vegetables lightly steamed or roasted. So your metabolic diet strategy involves eggs every day, lots of protein from chicken and fish, and small amount of protein from red meat, a small amount of carbohydrates from whole grains, and no fruit. It is also important for thyroid metabolic type to reserve intervals between meals. Try to avoid snacking as much as possible. Try to fast 4 hours between breakfast and lunch, and 5 to 6 hours between lunch and dinner. These are the intervals in which your fat is burned. Your danger periods are whenever the thyroid gland is low. This can happen at any time whenever your body craves caffeine, sweets, or starches. First, you will feel a weight of tiredness and the urge to snack. Then fatigue will set in 3 to 4 hours later. If you need a snack, your best snacks provides a protein boost. A good strategy to keep boiled eggs close at hand and other protein snacks such as almonds. You can try 1 or 2 ounces of chicken or a piece of healthy turkey jerky. Keeping protein snacks on hand will keep you from grabbing a quick cookie, which will leave you feeling exhausted a few hours later. Stick closely to the program. You can substitute within the boundaries of the program, but do not rearrange foods among meals since the order and distribution is important for your metabolism. Understanding and working to balance your personal metabolic equation is what makes the MetaSense Lifetime Nutrition Program so unique and so effective. Once more, this is not just one more diet plan. Rather, it's a healthy lifestyle plan for becoming the healthiest, most vital, and most vibrant person you can be, and for reaching and maintaining your optimal weight in the bargain. Most people have made the mistake of thinking of dieting as a short-term fix that would make them thin. By contrast, the MetaSense Lifetime Nutrition Program is a weight management for life. The weight stays off permanently because you finally follow a food program that suits your individual body's unique needs. By bridging energy and metabolism with common sense, the MetaSense Lifetime Nutrition Program unites mind, body, and spirit into an authentic, holistic medical model. That's what makes this program so successful. It teaches you what your body needs truly in terms of food, exercise, supplements, and lifestyle. I look forward to working with you over the next several months.